Hi guys, Jonathan here with Farmer's Friend, and I've got Brandon, who's our warehouse operations and productions manager, and we want to give you guys a update on the company, production update, shop tour update, and show you what we've got going on. So we're starting here in we call it the showroom. This is sort of the entryway where customers come in. We don't have a lot of customers that come visit the facility in person because most of our products get shipped, but if we have customers in the area, they like to come here, or people traveling through. If you're traveling through, we're not very far off of I-40, about 15 miles off of I-40. And anyway, so customers can come here, they can see some of our product and meet with our customer service team here on site and pick up product. So we have demonstration, pieces of our products. We have some swag, we have books on display, and some product description banners here showing different tunnel related stuff, and a cool kind of collage of some of our product pictures on the wall back behind us here. The other thing I wanted to point out is we own 15 acres of land here, and so we have some land surrounding the building where we've been able to do demonstration tunnels, and also if you look at any of our installation videos, we've built and filmed all of those, or most of them, at least in the last few years, have been built and filmed here on site. And we also have a plot that we've prepped this year for sort of a trial garden where we're going to be doing more product testing and stuff here on site. So that's going to be coming in the next few months. We're going to start getting some stuff going for early spring. So from here, we're going to move on into the office space, kind of where the admin side of the company happens. We have offices around the perimeter, our conference room. Over here we have employee break room, and just an area for gatherings. We do quarterly company lunches and stuff like that, so we have space to be able to do that with our team. And we have second story office space. At the top of the stairs here to the right is where our customer service team is located. They have the prime real estate in the building with big picture windows overlooking the front. So say hi, Paul, Mandy.
Hey, how's it going?
All right. Those of you that call our customer service team probably have spoken to them. Upstairs we have more offices around the perimeter here. We have a large sort of common area, we refer to it as, where we do our team meetings. Every week we have a team meeting for about 30 minutes, just giving company updates, product updates, production updates, just sharing everything that's going on with the team. So we're going to show the media room. So those of you, this is our product team office. You can highlight that. There's probably some new products that we could leak if we went in there. So we do a lot of product demonstration videos for the website. Our pictures, product pictures are done here, whether it's in the photo booth there or backdrops, team photos, all that kind of stuff happens in here. We've started producing a little more content, so we did our first webinar here, and so that was pretty cool with the nice backdrop. So media's I guess doing a direct to consumer business these days, you have to have a pretty solid media game. So we've always prioritized that with our content creation. So more offices. This is Nick's office. Nick is behind the camera. So rocket connoisseur. And Brandon's office. Probably one of the cleanest, neatest offices in the building. All right, this is where the magic happens, the real magic, the production side. This is the part of the business that I love. And we're gonna first highlight the quick plant production. So those that follow our brand know that we've been selling for a number of years a landscape fabric product where we actually burn holes in the material. So it's not a single-use plastic, it is a woven material. And because it is woven, and because it's a durable, thick, material that lasts for many years, it's not easy to just poke a hole in it. So you have to actually melt or burn a hole through it, which is very time-consuming and challenging, kind of tricky. to do on your farm, in a real application. So we have 2 machines. This machine is just coming online. It's the most advanced machine that we've built so far. You can see over here just a ton of electronics and controls that control the lasers that are cutting the fabric, and also the dozens and dozens of motors on this machine that are controlling everything from the tracking of the master rolls on the despool side, to tracking on the respooling side, to control our drift, to the whole gantry that's creating the circles. And on this machine, every single laser is attached on a linear rail with a stepper motor that is actually enabling us to do automatic pattern changes. So we can go from running one pattern to switching patterns and running a completely different pattern in just about a minute or less. So that allows us to do more on-demand production and really start to look at expanding our patterns. So yeah, this is starting to get more into Brandon's world. Brandon manages all of the production. So Brandon, what are some of the highlights and the challenges of quick plant production?
Well, like the machine you just mentioned, that's the biggest work that we've been doing right now for the future.
Scaling up.
Yeah, this is actually not the first machine. This is the second one.
Or the third, you could say.
Yeah. You might have seen previous videos in the past where the machine before this actually burnt down. So
yep.
This is the next version. But it's been working great. We've continuing to add more and more upgrades to it as we've gotten more experience, and as demand has increased, we've got to meet that demand, and even trying to figure out ways to handle the large master rolls that are coming in. There's a lot that goes into it.
Yeah. And then behind you over here, we have a whole other, we call this kind of like secondary processing, where we take larger rolls and then we're creating the short sections. We sell 50-foot sections, which have been pretty popular.
Yeah.
And then we also have gone down to selling 12-foot sections for people who want to use this in just a backyard garden.
Yeah.
So rather the larger rolls, we just spool those on the machine and take them off, package them up, and they're ready to ship out. But for the small stuff, we have this secondary processing area for that.
Yeah. Trying to meet the demand for different types of customers that may not want 300 or 500 feet of this. This is where we are despooling the larger rolls for those smaller lengths in different patterns depending on your crop type. And this is all kind of a work in progress right now, but we're currently redesigning this area to create a really nice workflow to be able to produce a lot more demand that we're going to need. So
yeah, for sure. So over the last couple of years, this product line has been the fastest growing product line that we've had. Yeah. And we've struggled to keep up, especially in spring, when everybody's really trying to get ready for growing season. I mean, it's just such an easy product to understand the value proposition, because weeds are just a challenge that everybody faces. And, not only do you eliminate the majority of your weeding if you use this fabric, you'll also see increased yields and all these other things. So it's just, we sell it to people and then they just come back for more just because the benefits are just so obvious.
Moisture control, the list goes on.
Yeah, and so it's just, sales are just continue to go up and up. We've had trouble keeping it in stock. So we're trying to scale. It's mid-November right now, and so peak season is just around the corner. So that's a huge focus of ours right now.
Yeah,
so
definitely busy preparing for that.
Yes. So Brandon, tell some of the highlights in the tunnel area. So
yeah, this side of the building has always been where we've packaged all of our freight orders, which typically is mostly the tunnels, Caterpillar tunnels, high tunnels that we've produced. As we've added more products over time, we've keep having to expand with more components, more bows, different sizes of bows. So we've continued to expand into this area. We try to utilize the space as efficient as possible. At some point, we're probably going to just have to add on to the building, but we're making do with what we have for now and making it efficient. And we still have that really streamlined kind of workflow to the process here, where every order that comes in starts at one end of the building with the pallet on a cart, and there's a team that's packing every order specifically the amount of components and correct bundling.
And all of these components down here, this is point of use. This is not inventory.
Yeah.
We can peek out the back and show the inventory, but because of limited space, like, we have to restock this whole production line on
every
a daily
day or
basis.
multiple times a day. Yeah. The main inventory is a large lot in the back of back of the building. But yeah, every order that comes through just comes down. Every component is clearly labeled, and the team, we actually have an internal packing guide, we call it, that our in-house software guys have developed, so that it's not just a large, crate of components or something. Like, there's actually thought that has gone into it, where every bundle is under a certain weight limit, so that's easy to pick up with someone else. It's all clearly labeled. We've actually more recently have made a lot of improvements to that orders going out this next year are going to be even more improved. So
it's a pretty cool process.
Something else that Jonathan has helped design here are some ways that we can despool large master rolls of different sizes of plastic. So far we've got 3. I think we're going to be expanding probably double that soon. And
this was kind of a necessary thing as we've added more options for tunnel length. So in early years, we started out just selling 50-foot and 100-foot tunnels, and we would just stock plastic that we needed for those 2 variants. And then 25-footers came along, and then we were still feeling like we needed to expand the options for length, just because everybody's application, everybody's space is a little bit different. And so we kept getting requests for customization. Hey, can I buy a 100-footer, but I only need it 75 feet? So it was tricky. So yeah, for better or for worse, we try to build a lot of our own infrastructure and equipment and stuff. And so we've built all the despooling racks ourselves and systems for loading it. And then this is something we've built for counting out. It spools it onto a new core here, and we can just select the length of plastic that we need and spool it out. And then this slides down the row to position it in front of whichever master roll that we need. So lots of improvements continually.
Something that we follow here very strictly, that we try to work towards, is the idea of lean manufacturing developed by Toyota. I don't know what year you introduced that, but it was pretty early on.
2015, I think.
2015, yeah.
Maybe
so
16.
We're going on 10 years of utilizing those lean principles, and so one of the core tenets of that is continuous improvement. So every machine, everything in here is just constantly changing, constantly getting upgraded. There shouldn't be anything static. It's always getting improved.
Yeah. Yep. So this is what the tunnel orders look like when we were done with them. We have this horizontal wrapper that has saved us so much time and money. Previously, we were using a lot of banding, but this allows us to just pack everything on the pallet and with minimal securing, get it to the wrapper, wrap it, and then most of the pallets just go straight on a truck. So we do swap trailers with our main carriers, our 2 main carriers.
Yep. There again, trying to keep that really streamlined workflow where we don't have to set the orders anywhere here. Typically, they go straight into the truck and out to get dispersed to customers, other than a few orders that are maybe customers are picking it up. But it's amazing how much that stretch wrapper, it's right here behind me, but it's amazing how much that secures everything on the pallets. We've tried all kinds of things, from building complex, expensive crates to plastic and steel banding, and it's just nothing works as well as just a simple horizontal stretch wrap. That's pretty amazing. So
it is pretty cool. So what other highlights?
The shipping area here, this is where all of the small parcel is getting picked and packed every day. There are several.
You say small parcel. It's kind of a joke because our UPS people hate us because most of our small parcel is like, 100-pound rolls of silage sharpened plastic. So
anything from a few ounces to 140 pounds is our small parcel. It's very diverse. The shipping carriers don't like us a whole lot, but we try to package it well
and real strange stuff like
very awkward
wire hoops and clipper trellising, and it's just tricky. So
but everything behind me, all these aisles are all laid out with our point of use where the shipping team is going down with that packing guide and picking every item for each order.
Yep. We could peek outside real quick.
Yeah, you can swing around behind you, Nick, and we will see the larger part of our inventory, mostly for the tunnels.
Well, tunnel components, greenhouse plastic, and silage tarp and pallets. That's kind of the items that we keep outside, right?
Yep.
So, we try to keep enough inventory where we can keep products in stock, but not so much that we just have a ton of money tied up in inventory.
Yeah.
So it's kind of a balancing act, and we have to project a lot of this inventory, months in advance.
A lot of forecasting goes into it, trying to plan exactly what we need, when we need it, trying to judge the demand that's going to be coming through. So
we had been out of stock on master rolls for landscape fabric, and yesterday we got a shipping container in, but that's an example of a situation where we have a 4-month lead time basically on from the time we place an order to the time it gets here, and so we have to really project into the future on that. So it's a constant balancing act. So
and then passing through kind of the inventory and receiving areas here and purchasing, and then down this whole aisle is assembly, where a lot of the more complex products are getting assembled, and a lot of QC checks go into it, and testing, and harvester would be obviously one, the greens harvester, pyro weeder, and then maybe you want to talk about the new Valley Oak tools that we've been adding in.
I think everybody heard we were filming and is trying to hide.
Everyone's hiding.
So we acquired the Valley Oak Tool Company about a year ago, I guess. It was
almost a year.
Almost a year ago. And David Grau, the founder of Valley Oak Tool, was ready to retire and really wanted to see the product line continue. And he made one of the highest quality, I think you could argue the highest quality wheel hoe on the market. And so we brought all of the operation here to Tennessee. It was quite a process getting everything back up and operational and getting inventory on the shelf. But at this point, we have a lot of inventory on the Valley Oak stuff. And actually, I think the product's going to be on the Farmer's Friend website later this week. Up to this point, we've still just been selling it on the Valley Oak site. So that's exciting to see. Lots of different components to this. Different attachments. Like this is actually a new one that we've developed, the 3-tine cultivator. Previously closer tines and actually 4 tines. There's also a rod fork that he was manufacturing. We're continuing. This is a very much of a hard pan broad fork, so don't buy it if you're looking for just your maintenance type of broad forking. But if you're doing some heavy breaking up of virgin soil, that's the one for you for sure. So lots of cool parts of the assembly process happens here.
It's been exciting to get all those new Valley Oak tools in.
And then the rest of this is just bulk inventory, right?
Everything over here is going to be more of a larger inventory, not necessarily point of use for shipping, but larger storage, all of the master rolls that we talked about for the quick plant, boxes,
Cool. Awesome. Well, we're going to wrap it up over here in our R&D area. Research and development is, from the beginning has been what started the company, what founded the company, is developing new product And so we continue to invest pretty heavily in that. We have really 4 people that are almost full-time just in product development. A lot of that is internal stuff, like the massive lift, developing the quick plant production equipment. That's just taken a tremendous amount of energy, because obviously that's a type of machine and a process that isn't, there's no like off-the-shelf solution for that.
Yeah, everything's custom. Yeah.
So that's been a big challenge for our engineering team. But yeah, I mean, here we just have sort of basic fab equipment, welders, sanders, saws. We have a little 2D plasma cutter, so we can cut parts. A lot of this is like trying to tighten up the iteration process to where we can have an idea and make a physical part within hours, rather than waiting on outside vendors for extended periods of time. So yeah, we have a little CNC machine, a little mill. Lots of 3D printing happens in R&D. We do just tons and tons of 3D printing. It's kind of, yeah, it's pretty cool technology that really allows you to take a design to a physical product
very quickly.
And iterate on designs very, very rapidly. So yeah, that pretty much shows at least that's what we can show of the R&D department. So I hope this behind the scenes look at the company has been interesting to you guys. We want to be real open about what we're doing and the opportunities we're pursuing, challenges we're facing, all that kinds of stuff. So thanks for joining, Brandon, and we'll see you guys on the next tour.
See ya.